Kyza was broken. That's right. We're going to talk a little bit about Kyza's fight, how it was broken, it's been fixed, and a little bit about reputation grinds this week. The best ways to fill out your reputation bars, at least for this first week here, as we push forward into week 2 of 11.2. Here we go. Kyza was broken in the fact that you could just spell Reflector to death. Yeah, evidently, people were able to kill Kyza within a matter of seconds, it looks like here, under 1 minute, by just spell reflecting her to death. If you haven't seen the fight just yet, it's a very dodgy fight, as I predicted. You know, Kyza had a boss fight where all you did was kind of dodge shit and try not to get sucked into portals. Kind of the same thing. Now you're in a room by yourself with Kyza, and she's still trying to suck you off. So basically, you'll be dodging a lot of swirlies, doing a lot of things. We'll check out some of the mechanics of that fight here in a second. But this little issue here has been fixed. Not only that, anybody who actually exploited the issue, Blizzard didn't say they're going to suspend their accounts or anything like that, but they're going to, what?
You goddamn molding, balding French Canadian little beaver.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm just trying to do the damn news. But evidently Blizzard fixed this and retroactively is taking away the items that people earned over the last week by exploiting the bugs. So come reset, if you do have any of the items that you got from killing her, those will be retroactively taken back from your account. Looking at the Kyza fight here, it's a tight one, okay? It's a tight fight, no doubt. There's a lot of things you got to do and you got to dodge. So just looking real quick at some of the mechanics here. Obviously, a bunch of lines and things that you got to get out of. The one thing I can say about this that I like, visually striking, right? You can see this stuff pretty easily. Nice contrast between what's on the floor and what's you're trying to get out of. Here you see there's like a little, I guess, triangle of circles you're supposed to drop. That way you don't get sucked in, very much like the boss fight, as I said before. If you're here, this part of the fight, she basically puts a target on Bran and you and then dodges and strikes at you. Also looking here, yeah, dodging more shit, no surprise. Dodging a bunch of swirlies. And then right here, you're supposed to, I guess, get near one spot and try not to get hit as she does this crazy dashing ability, which seems somewhat undodgeable for the most part. So you got to kind of watch out, yep, as these dodges and little strikes happen here and try to take the least amount of damage possible. So I'll link this in the chat. This breaks down all the mechanics of the fight. If you haven't done Kyza yet, you can check her out via this link. Also, how to unlock the 11.2 questline skip. Yeah, a bunch of people with a bunch of alts have been asking in comments in my previous videos, hey Sam, can we do the skip? Is there a skip for alts? There is a skip for alts. All you have to do is essentially get your Reshi Wraps and do that first phase diving quest. So you'll get your Reshi Wraps, right? You do the Another World. This quest will take you back to the Overlook. Once you have completed this Another World quest that takes you down into the, the phase diving shit, you will get yourself Become a Hero, Become a Phase Diver. That's the achievement you will get. Once you get that achievement, you're done. You now have unlocked the skip for your next alt that comes up. Basically, you'll take your next alt all the way to the quest where they get their Reshi Wraps and do the thing. So there you go. That's how you can get the skip and use the skip. Now, you can earn full renown level with Secrets of the Koreshi. That's right. If you love just doing some little hunting stuff, right? Going around and trying to find little things here and there in the game, this will be something you enjoy doing. So there's a bunch of these books lying around, Secrets of Koresh, that you can run around and find. And the nice thing is, if you don't want to run around and find it yourself, the coordinates are right here. That's right. So we got coordinates. You can screenshot this. This link should also be down below in the YouTube video if you're watching it there. Basically, running around and grabbing all these books will give you a total of 2,500 renown. And if you're using the 10% boost right now from the Dark Moon Fair, it'll give you about 2,750 renown, which is going to get you all the way past a single renown level. So that's nice. Again, these things are like little scrolls and books and things. You can see one right here. Another example of one right here in this screenshot. This article contains screenshots of all of them. Run around, pick up these books, learn a little bit of lore of the Koreshi, and get yourself a level on renown. Now, other ways to grind out reputation this week. Again, there's no Mythic Plus right now, no raids, so you're not going to be able to do anything like that. Raids not going to really give you any rep anyways, but running around and doing these kinds of things right here. Dark Moon Fair is up, obviously, I mentioned that earlier. Run around, get your little top hat, and ride the ride and get yourself that extra reputation bonus. There's also the Dungeon Weekly you can do. You can pick that up from Bergoth right now in front of the inn and do the dungeon quest. This will give you 1,500 Koreshi Trust reputation. You can also do the Ghost of Koresh main storyline. Obviously, the first 3 chapters are available right now. I think Chapter 4 will open up after the reset, and that'll give you a bunch of reputation 2,000 to be exact. And then you got the Koreshi side quests. There are 11 different side quests that you can complete right now. All the side quests are accessible on week 1, and they will give you 350 to 500 Koresh Trust Points. Completing all 11 side quests, stories, grants you the achievement Sojourner, the Koresh. Below here's a bunch of TomTom links, and it should basically show you where you can pick up all these side quests at. And then you got the Koreshi lore books that I mentioned before, running around, scavenger hunting your way all over Koresh, picking up these different lore books. And then finally, you got the Koreshi weekly quests. Go pick up your Koresh warrant quests and more than just a phase quests. These will give you more reputation here. And then finally, the Koresh world quests. Run around, do the world quests. I think there are about, how many world quests? Also do the world quests. Kill the rares. Yes, killing rares, of course, is very important. That's kind of like your endless grind. You can run around killing these rares constantly. Starting at Renown 5, scribes can also pick up the recipe for the contract of the Koresh Trust, which grants the contract that provides additional Koresh Trust reputation when completing world quests in Kaz-Elgar. So you'll be able to do not only the world quests around here, but go around and do them in Kaz-Elgar as well. Again, if you're not a scribe, you have to go pick this up at an auction house or something, but hey, that's going to give you a ton of reputation. In addition to these, there are rares in Koresh that will grant 15 reputation with the Koresh Trust when defeated. This rep can be obtained once per week per rare. So I kind of talk about infinite grind. Well, it's not really. You got to get that shit one time each kill. I think killing the world boss can also give you some reputation. I don't see that in this article here, but I always thought it did. Could be wrong about that. But in terms of reputation grinds and everything else, that is all in terms of news.